So our scenario, Lucy gathered 3 fewer apples than Mr. R. Mr. R gathered 5 apples. How many apples did Lucy gather? Well, I'm going to hit play here, and I'm going to show you what I've done so far. So far, I've read our problem, and I thought about what the problem tells us. It tells us that Lucy gathered 3 fewer apples than Mr. R, but it doesn't tell us how many she actually gathered. But it does tell us that Mr. R gathered 5 apples. So I've made an animation by taking pictures, capturing pictures of Mr. R gathering 5 apples. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so I'm going to press play and I want to play that out. There he is. He gathers 2 at a time. And then the last one, he has to gather 1. And there he is. He's gathered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. Okay, so now how did I do that? I'm going to model how I did that with Lucy right here. And Lucy is going to gather 3 fewer than Mr. R. Okay, so how did I do that? All right, I've got some red Legos to represent Lucy's red apples that she's going to gather. Okay, so how I did that is you can see if I move around, it creates a shadow of our characters. Okay, I'm going to pick Lucy up and I'm going to make her move her legs and her arms a little bit, and I'm going to put her down a little bit in front of where she was. And then I'm going to take another picture. And you see now, if I pick her up, it creates another shadow with where I've moved her. Then I'm going to move my legs and my arms, adjust them. I'm just going to kind of like scissors when people are walking. And I'm going to snap another picture. And I'm going to move her, right? And snap another picture. Just like in the video we watched about stop motion animation, it's a bunch of pictures or frames that I'm going to snap pictures of and capture. And then when we mix them all together, right after another, and speed them up, it's going to look like Lucy is walking. Now I'm going to bend her at the waist a little bit so she's picking up those apples. Okay. And then how I carry the apples, if you look at my character's shadow here, if you just slide your Legos right over their hands, they fit right in there really snug. So I'm going to have her carry 2 at a time, just like I was my character. Got them on there, snap another picture, and then I'm going to turn her around because she's going to walk back. Snap another picture, and then move her forward a little bit, snap another picture, adjust her legs because she's walking, snap another picture. She's about where I was, so now I'm going to have her bend over to drop the apples. Okay, I'm going to take the apples off, put them right where she was. There's the 2 apples. Oops. There they are. Snap a picture. I'm going to have her stand up, snap a picture, and then just like I did, I'm going to have her turn and walk to the back of her apple. So turn, take a picture, walk forward, take a picture, turn around her apples, take a picture, turn again, take a picture, take another step, picture, and then finally turn and take a picture. Okay, so now I've got everyone's apples. Okay, and if I hit play, we're going to see all of that together. So I'm going to press play. There goes me, Mr. Reedford, gathering his 5 apples. Then Lucy, she's going to gather, she only got 2. She goes back around. Now let's count. Did I really gather 5 more than her? Or excuse me, 3, Lucy gathered 3 fewer than me. I had to look at my problem again. So is 1, 2, 3 fewer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Well, I don't know. Let's check. I'm going to take Lucy's and I'm just going to compare them. I'm going to put them in front of mine. So there's 1, and just for fun, I'm going to snap a picture of this. There's 1, 2 apples. Snap another picture. And look what's left over. 1, 2, 3. So I can see 2 apples is 1, 2, 3 fewer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've completed the problem. So I can say, I know that if she did 3 fewer than me, that she gathered 2. Just for fun, one more time, let's watch it all the way through. Good luck creating your animations.